Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of Cooking with John. Today we're going to be making another super simple breakfast recipe. And I say it's super simple because you almost don't even need a recipe to make this. Today's episode is biscuits and gravy. Everybody loves biscuits and gravy. It's just delicious, and like I said, it's very simple to make. So let's get started. We've got 1 pound of Jimmy Dean regular sausage. We're going to go ahead and throw this in the pan and we're going to brown it up and break it into little pieces. I've got Grand's Pillsbury buttermilk biscuits, a little bit of flour, and a little bit of heavy whipping cream and a little bit of milk to thin it out after we're done. I'm already preheating the oven at 350 degrees. So the first thing that we're going to do is take our pound of sausage, put it in the pan, and brown it up. Break it into little pieces. Browning sausage is a fairly easy process. All you do is take some sort of cooking utensil, you break it up, chop it up into little pieces, and the more it cooks, the more it'll start to break up. And while that sausage is browning, we're gonna go ahead and make the biscuit. And you just put a little Pam on your baking sheet. Go ahead and follow the instructions on the can of biscuits. This is my favorite part. Every time. Go ahead and place your biscuits on the pan, separate them out a little bit, and we're going to throw these in the oven at 350 degrees for 14 to 17 minutes. That's what the instructions on the package say. Our sausage is browning up nice, about halfway there. It's been on for maybe 5 minutes, medium, low heat. I like to cook sausage just a little bit slower, and it is almost done. So the sausage, it's pretty much done. It's nice and brown, and now we're going to add a 1/4 cup of flour right into the sausage, grease and all, and we're going to mix that up and let it cook for about a minute until it all dissolves. 1/4 cup of flour, put it in there like that, and then we just start mixing. We got to mix it in pretty quick. You want it to dissolve into the meat, right into the grease there, and you'll notice it'll really dry things up. And just mix it up. Cook it for about a minute. After that's been cooking for a minute, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our heavy whipping cream. We're gonna do 2 cups. You could use milk if you want, depending on the level of thickness you want in your gravy. Both work. And now that we've got that in there, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna mix this up. And it's gonna take a minute, but it's slowly and surely gonna firm up and turn into just a nice white gravy. And when I'm waiting for that to heat up, our biscuits are coming out of the oven. They're a nice golden brown. And this is also a great time to add our salt and our pepper. And the gravy is just starting to bubble a little bit, which is a great sign. It means it's heating up, it's cooking, and as you can see, it's really starting to firm up and turn into a nice gravy. I'll cook it for maybe 2 to 5 more minutes, depending on how fast it cooks, and we'll take it off, serve it up, and enjoy our biscuits and gravy. And the gravy is actually starting to thicken up a little bit more than I'd like, so I'm gonna go ahead and add just a 1/4 cup of milk. You let it cook for a couple minutes and it'll thin right out. The gravy is done cooking. The next step is to take our biscuits. They are pretty warm on the inside. You bust them in half, serve them open-faced. You can do 1 or 2 depending on how much you want to eat, and you serve it up. The gravy came out perfect. And there you have biscuits and gravy. I would say homemade biscuits and gravy, but the biscuits are store-bought. You can make your own biscuits. You can use Bisquick and mix that up. I'm not a biscuit making expert, so I just use the store-bought stuff, but let's give it a try. That is so good. So good and so easy to make. Again, you know, pretty hearty breakfast. You don't want to eat this every day of your life, but it's a great weekend breakfast. It's a great get-together family breakfast. If you need to make a lot for a lot of people, you can definitely just double the recipe, triple the recipe, make this so simple, so delicious. That's absolutely delicious. Another thing that I love about biscuits and gravy, it's not only is it delicious, but it's easy to clean up. You have 1 pan, 1 pot, a couple cooking utensils, measuring cups, and that's it. Well, I really hope you've enjoyed this episode of Cooking with John, Biscuits and Gravy. Again, thank you guys for watching and supporting my videos. It means a lot to me that you're tuning into this channel. And as always, we'll see you next time with more cooking from me, John.